Hey everyone, in today's video we're going to break down the reasons on why Apple Studio Display is worth it, and hopefully by the end of the video you'll be able to make a decision on your own. Previously, Apple offered only one display, which was the Pro Display XDR. They came at $5,000, which could cost an extra $1,000 on top for the matte finish, and additional $1,000 for a stand. So when this new display got announced with Apple's modern design, 27-inch, 5K Retina, packed with Apple text and features, and the stand that comes with the display for a price of $1,600. That's a big jump in price, which makes the Studio Display more desirable. However, this is not the only display on the market. People will be looking at the specs of this display and comparing it to the competitors. Apple Studio Display comes with 5K, which is 5120 by 2880, 27 inches, 600 nits of brightness, IPS LCD at 60 Hz, P3 color, webcam, speakers, USB-C, and one Thunderbolt. On the other hand, we also have LG Ultrafine 5K that comes with 5K 5120 by 2880, also 27-inch, 500 nits of brightness, IPS LCD at 600 Hz, P3 colors at a total of $1299, and it's around 5 years old, roughly. Comparing these displays with similar specs may seem like Apple is losing. Also, there are many 4K monitors on the market, and when you start comparing the Studio Display on the spec sheet to those monitors, it may seem that Apple Studio Display is not the best deal. But you have to remember that Apple products don't always have the best spec layouts on paper. A combination of things that make the experience in real life more simple to use, and that can't be compared to competitors. Simply because the other tech products don't have these unique features. Now, let's dig in and see what makes this display unique. Starting off with the screen itself, it's the same panel that's from the 27-inch iMac, which many people love, given it 218 pixels per inch, and being twice the resolution of 2560 by 1440. This display is greatly scaled and as a result looks extremely sharp. Best resolution combination. Moving on to the build quality. I'll be honest, they went all out on the build. We have all aluminum casing, sharp corners, precision drilled perforations at the top for ventilation. The engineers actually thought out on how to make this display unique and durable. All of this in a world of plastic gaming looking monitors brings this display to a class of its own. On top of that, this display feels sturdy and stable when you place it on top of your desk. It doesn't shake or wiggle at a slightest touch. Remember the power brick? That's something you won't get with this display because they left enough room inside for a power supply to be built in, which gives us no power bricks and a simple cord. All of this makes it the best built, best looking monitor out right now. Unfortunately, all of this does not show on a spec sheet, which proves that Studio Display is in a class of its own. The webcam, or should I say the 12 megapixel webcam. I'll be honest, the webcam sucks right now. At first, when I purchased the display and was recording an unboxing, I couldn't get it to work with my MacBook Pro. Now, when that's figured out, I seen the camera in person with center stage. Nothing impressive. The quality of the video is outdated, it's not showing proper shadows. The mic, on the other hand, works good. I want to use it for a video voiceover or a podcast, but for video calls and conferences, it's more than enough. So for the people who barely use the webcam, this shouldn't be a concern. Although Apple's promising software update that might fix this, wait, can you believe it? There's a software update for a monitor? Where did you hear that before? On top of that, apparently this display has 64 gigs of onboard storage. If this is mind-blowing, it's too early. This monitor is powered by 813 Bionic Chip. For those who remember, that's the same chip that powered the iPhone 11. Like, what? That chip that powered the entire iPhone is now inside of a monitor, making this the most powerful monitor. All of this makes the user experience more friendly. When you get the display out of the box, you don't have to adjust anything. It's ready to be used. The display can simply be controlled by a keyboard for sound or brightness, and you don't have to worry about brightness accuracy. There's also automatic adjustments for true tone and auto brightness. But I don't use these features as they may interfere with the color correcting that I may do into a photo or video. But it's good to know that the feature is available for users, and it will adjust based on the lighting room. I'm sure you've seen this feature on iPhones and iPads, but it's the first time on a display. If you use the display with a third party like LG, Dell, Samsung, they may have auto brightness control. Unfortunately, it's not as user-friendly colors, and brightness may be jumping around. It could be adjusted, but that's extra steps. And at the end of the day, you might not even achieve the perfect brightness. Moving on to the speakers. Apple says these are the best speakers ever placed in any of their systems. That's actually true. This has 4 canceling woofers and 2 tweeters offering built-in sound and even spatial audio. When I was testing and listening to the speakers, I was honestly impressed with the bass. It was a clear sound with a perfect balance no matter how high the volume is. My brother has a 24-inch iMac, and I have to admit, these speakers have better sound. This is great for most users, including me, who want a clean desktop setup without external speakers. These speakers right here will fit perfect into your daily use. Honestly, if I need to be quiet or if I'm editing something sound specific, I could just get my AirPods Pro, connect them to the display, and call it a day. Lastly, I want to talk about Apple ecosystem. Everyone knows about the Apple ecosystem. I'm not going to discuss the benefits and drawbacks of that right now. That could be a topic for a different video. So let me know in the comments what you think about it. However, if you're a group of people who is waiting for a monitor that would work great in Apple's ecosystem, then this is what you have been waiting for. It's pretty much made to work with the new Mac Studio if you couldn't tell. I use it with my MacBook Pro, but also charges my laptop at 96 watts, compared to 65 watts that's offered by competitors. Which means one less cord for me. I don't have to use a power cord, which also frees up a port in my laptop. Also for fun, you could probably get your iPad and see how it looks and just play around. It will charge and mirror the iPad. Could be fun for kids. I tried it just for fun, but I don't see myself doing this on a daily. The display is easy to control, and as you may notice, there are no buttons on the display. You don't even have a power button. When connected with an Apple device, it will light up instantly and be ready for work. When I use this display, I feel confident that what I see on this screen is what I'll see on other Apple devices. For example, I can edit a photo and Studio Display and continue working on my iPad or iPhone and not worry about colors being changed. You may say you can make adjustments to other displays and make them somewhat match, but it won't be perfect. And why spend extra time adjusting something that comes built in the Studio Display? It just feels good to know that the color accuracy on this display won't be a concern. And what I see is what you and the others will see, especially when many people use Apple devices. And when I edit for Instagram and upload, I know that you'll see the same image or video as me. And this is my list of reasons of why you should consider the Studio Display. If you want to see a comparison video between the Samsung monitor and a Studio Display, hit the subscribe button so you won't miss when that video is uploaded. Thank you to all who made it till the end, and until next time.